Hello again everyone, Saka here and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo Career Mode. And when we last left off, we were at the Goodwin Arctic Research Park and we got 3 of the 5 things we need to do for a bronze medal, and habitat is at a cleanliness risk. Come on, keeper, get on your job. Anyway, high amounts of litter. We might need some more caretakers then. We've got plenty of moolah, let's go ahead and get on that. Let's go caretaker and go a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There we go. So 3 caretakers should be fine to sweep up the garbage. And let's see. Last we left off, we were researching our reindeer to level 2. We're going to stick with level 3 as we need to get, let's see, research polar bear. Yeah, research 5 habitat species to level 3 for our gold medal. So we're going to sort of continue on with that research as far as our reindeer is concerned. Looking at our vet research, reindeer is halfway through level 2. This time around we can expect higher food, more toys, and a fun fact. And then once we get up to level 3, we get a fun fact, another toy, and a food enrichment, which is all well and good. We can get their happiness up. I don't know if I want to stick to level 4 to get that education bonus, as another condition of getting our bronze medal is increasing overall education to 1.5 stars, and we are at 0.5 right now. So we have our signboards, we have all of the speakers. Let me just take a look-see here. Disease, okay, vet is called. That is all well and good. Good job, vet. One thing that we wanted to see is what kind of research are we doing, or, you know, what kind of area are we covering for our research, most importantly. So we've got our sheep along this pathway here, and we don't have a whole lot of reindeer over here, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and place that there. Get this set for reindeer, and make sure that that it's not overlapping. We can get a good batch of people right here. And then what we'll do is we'll move this one just a skosh over. No need to go wild, but at least just make sure that all of those people standing there are getting educated as well. That research is done. There's level 2.
I'm always amazed by the research work our vets do. They're discovering so much critical information which will really help with breeding reindeer. Puts me to shame anyway. I can't even remember the names of Santa's ones.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Come on, man. Get on it. Anyway, so that is research 2 done for our reindeer, and we want to get that 3rd research level done so we can retroactively work for our gold medal and have some multiple level 3 habitat species researched. And then what we need to do is adopt and place 2 Arctic wolves. Now, I don't know if the Arctic wolves are in our trading area. Yes, they are indeed, and they actually are cash, and I like the look of that. So let's go to the Zoopedia. We'll open up the habitat. They need 12,500 feet with a grade 2 fence. We could probably make a new enclosure for them, as the fence can be climbable, and they won't be really restricted to this, fenced in super area over here. So if we did something like extended this path on out over here, put some staff facilities over here so that they're not too far out of the way, and give folks a reason to come down this way, maybe a new food and drink area over here. That way we can put the fencing down, make it nice and big for our Arctic wolves. Looking at their little family data, we can have 2, which is fine. That is all well and good, and that will be working towards our silver medal and actually working towards our education rating as well. So what I will do is I will place down said pathway to snake around here, sort of encompass the Arctic wolf area, and get them down and be right back. Alright, timber wolves coming in. We've got 1 male and 1 female, and what I've done is I've placed a staff room, a keeper hut, and a transformer back here, so hopefully we can get some power up in this piece. Let's go ahead and adjust our terrain. So we've got just a little bit over the bare minimum. We need some hard shelter, of course. That's going to be pretty easy to do, all things considered. So let's make sure that we are set for our Timberwolf. And I don't know if they're researching the reindeer. allowed us any sort of benefit. Nope. Okay, so it looks just like your standard fare there. But there we go, 100% on the hard shelter. That's going to be 80% overall. We also need to get down a water pipe. And we also need to get down a food tray. And then as our research starts coming in, we can start researching those Timberwolves. We're a little bit low on cash for now. But what we can do is at least get this place set up and then start getting some speakers over here to help improve the education rating, of course. At least that is our ultimate goal, to get that education bonus up. So here is educational speakers. Let's put them each by each donation bin here. So we've got a Timberwolf there. And let's go by here. I wish we could just like sort of chain them. Or I wish you could sort of copy multiple. That would be really handy indeed, just to say all of these are now Timberwolf, bam, 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 off you go. What we might be able to do is also put some speakers in between these speakers. That way people can't get away from learning about the Timberwolf even if they wanted to. It's a little drop in the bucket as far as our overall money is concerned. I think it will prove most fruitful to at least get this education rating up. Now all folks need to do is learn that the Timberwolves are over here. Our inspector has left, so hopefully that brings good news. Hey, come here. So 4 stars education is lacking, and the Grizzly is a 4-star Grizzly. What is up with the Grizzly? Yeah, so the enrichment is what's hurting the Grizzly Bear for sure. Once we get our 3rd level of research done, we should be able to start working on that Grizzly Bear and start learning all of the enrichment items that we can do. While we are here and we have some cash, let's go with our guest facilities and go ahead and get a, let's see, a shell. Yeah, shells will be fine. Let's get a gulpy soda over here, right along this backside. Let's go ahead and get an information center as well. And let's get a Looney Balloons up here. And then what we'll do is also place an ATM nearby so that folks can pull out money. Speaking of which, we're a little low on funds as of now, but I think once our people start getting wind that there are wolves afoot, they'll make their way down here and get educated and get some money in. Yeah, so education rating is almost 1 star, thankfully. We're at 0.7, and we're still working on our overall theme here. Oh yeah, end of year finances. So we have to climb out of the hole just a little bit, but I have confidence that we will do such things as these. It's always, geez, the reindeer are pooping like crazy. Do we need to hire another staff member? How is our keepers? Oh yeah, our keepers are overblown. Let's go a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There you go, keepers aplenty. Go ahead and get to work, you all. All right, so we're low on cash. We have litter and cleanliness is at a risk, but we've got extra keepers on the job to scoop the poop. And that is quite a lot of poop from 10 reindeer, I do have to say. All right, so education is the lowest, followed by thirst and hunger. Luckily, we have several places. We've got our, is this our food shop? No, it's our drink shop, and then we've got our food shop here. And then we've got a second drink and food shop over here that hopefully people are going to utilize, an ATM nearby. And how is our atmosphere rating over here? 4% appeal. Yeah, we're going to have to get some shells on those when the time comes. But we're making some money. So I'm just going to sit back and relax for a bit as our research continues on our reindeer. Once we hit level 3, we'll swap on over to the grizzly bear and start working on that. So I will be right back. All right, vet research is done. That is our 3rd level of reindeer, and that is going to unlock A fun fact, a toy and food enrichment. We can see how the reindeer are doing and see if we need to add that once we do get a little bit of moolah. All right, so enrichment, yes, we do. We need some more food and another toy. If we go into the habitat here for said reindeer, we'll be able to see what we just unlocked. All right, so we've unlocked the large ball, which doesn't work for the grizzly. And doesn't, oh yeah, it does. Yes, it does indeed, so we can add that as well. Doesn't work for the Arctic wolf. Yes, it does. Hey, so that is what I'm talking about. We also learned a large snowball, which I'm sure does the same thing. We also have a grazing ball feeder that does not work with the grizzly and does not work with the Arctic wolf, but will work with our reindeer. And the grab ball looks like a good one to put. Okay. So our grizzly doesn't like it and our Arctic wolf doesn't like it, but we can at least improve the reindeer up a little higher, which is all good. We'll just wait for that cash to come in, and before I forget, what we're going to do is swap on over to some grizzly bear research. So there we go, Kathy. Start researching the grizzly bear if you please. So we'll build some cash back up. It's slowly and surely coming in, and we'll get some more toys in our reindeer exhibit. All right, grazing ball is in, and we put in the grab ball, so that is maxed out toy enrichment and almost there on the species food, so 96% happiness for our reindeer. We can go ahead and head to our grizzly bear and place some things in it for our grizzly. Looking at our grizzly, they only have the herb scent marker. Let's see, the grab ball was not grizzly, and neither was the grazing ball feeder, but I believe these balls were. So we've got the soccer ball for 150 and the snowball for 250. So that will raise it up. We just need to learn what kind of food enrichment it would like, but now our bear is up to 90% and feeling pretty good. That's going to leave our Arctic wolf out to dry, though, as our Arctic wolves require a little bit more specialization on their enrichment. Nothing that we know will work for them, but nice to see the cash flow coming back. We have some folks coming up to our shop fronts. We might actually be able to put down those shells that we were seeing. Yeah, $650 per shell. This will increase the appeal of these shops, and I believe draw in more people, make them more apt to purchase. So we'll put down one there. We'll slide into the DMs over here and place another one right there. And then we'll slide on over and place another one. Right there. So that should be even more appealing. Now we're at 100% appeal. So that means that people may be looking at this place and saying, hey, I like the look of this place. I want to spend money here. And if you want to spend money, go ahead and pull out from the ATM. That's what I'm talking about. One thing we might be able to do as well, just for guest comfort, is to plop down a toilet block whenever we are so bold. We need a few more $100, so we will hold fast and then place down a toilet block over here. All right, for folks that have to tinkle, we have a new toilet block right over here next to the ATMs. Let's encourage people to use those. Let's see if anyone has to go to the bathroom. Some people may be able to go, but yeah, it looks like people are lining up for the food and drink. That is for sure. We might be able to get away with putting down some of those vending machines. Yeah, if we could put down a chief beef. Let's go ahead and put down a small chief beef over here. And for the drink machine, we'll put down... Oh, come on now, the funds were there. Anyway, that might appeal just a little bit for those people that don't want to wait in line. They can hop on over to this chief beef and grab a bite to eat, stay in the zoo longer. Looks like our ATM is seeing a lot of traffic, so that's people wanting to spend a lot of money, and that's all well to do. There we go. Now we have our $500. Put that down before something bad happens. Come on. We lost $25. We need 500. Boom. There we go. All right, so we have our Gulpy Soda down and we have our Chief Beef down. So if people don't want to stand in line, they can head on over here to the vending machine, which is outstanding. All right, so working on that grizzly bear research still. It's a happier grizzly bear. I don't know if the bear is up in the tree, if he's Winnie the Poohing and getting stuck somewhere. No, there's our grizzly. All right. Yeah, we need some better food enrichment for our grizzly. Oh, and one thing that we can do as well, I believe, is improve the food quality of our, yes indeed, of our reindeer. So each additional feeding will give them some extra happiness. Now, there are a lot of youngins being born here in this establishment. We've got a few pregnant reindeer. We have 3 males, 9 females, and 2 juveniles. So Ari and Geramund are our little ones here. So hopefully the youngins are going to bring in some good traffic. Now we need 0.5 more stars on education. Now, is that another animal? Perhaps an animal that we can place down here in this larger pen and get some education items up here. Or we might extend the pathway around, maybe over here in this corner. Yeah, that might not be too awful bad. Let's take a look at the trading center and see what other animals we have. We'll reset all filters. So American bisons we can get for cash. We've already got some Arctic wolves. We already have some doll sheep. We already have a grizzly bear. Polar would be very nice and very appealing, but we don't have the conservation credits for that. We have our reindeer. Siberian tigers are doable. So's the snow leopard. Then our timber wolves. Okay, so it looks to me like our next animal up for bids are going to be the American bison. Just for the fact that we can pay for cash. Which is cash is all well and good. They only need 4,000 feet of space and grade 3 fencing. Now the question is, off the top of my head, yeah, grade 3 fencing would be, non-transparent. So I believe our American bison could slide right on in here and we wouldn't have to make a new establishment. What's broke? Toilet block. Call a mechanic. Get en route, please. How is our mechanics feeling? One's efficient, one is high. We could probably do with another mechanic. Just for shiggles. Just to sort of help out as best we can. So that toilet block will be fixed, thankfully, as that is one of 2. And it's a good thing that we put down our other toilet block over here, otherwise people couldn't pee. And that would be very uncomfortable. But it looks like we've got a lot more people coming around the Arctic wolf area, and in fact, yeah, our cash flow is doing okay. All right, so what I will do is I will connect up this habitat with this staff path here. Should be fairly easy to do, like so. And what kind of space do we have? 22,000 feet. That's going to be more than enough for our American bison, I think. Yeah, 4,500 feet. So we don't have to worry about them being overcrowded at all, but we do need 3, 1 male and 2 females. So that might be a little bit tricksy to try to afford, but we can give it a shot. So 1 male and 2 females. You and you. Nice, we got them. All right, animal storage, select all, send to the zoo there. And we will name that bison. All right, so 3 bison will be on their way. What we can do is get our education ready to go. We have 1,900 bucks, so that is fine. We'll just box select those. We'll give that a copy or a duplicate. Yeah, and this is going to be really tricksy to try to fit in. We'll have to lower the range on these guys, I think. Oh, no. That's right. We had to place it and then raise it up. Yep. Because it doesn't like, for some reason, it doesn't like overhanging paths. So we will place that down, and then we will give it a box select. We'll advance, move it, bring it up, bring it forward, and then bring it down. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. Slide to the left, slide to the right. One stomp this time. All right, so because our bison are not in there we go, bison are set. Now we should be able to set bison. Now, did we copy the education speaker? I don't believe we did. Let's actually lower this range just a bit. We'll lower this range just a bit down to 4, or maybe 3. We'll lower this range down to maybe 3, and then we'll give those a duplicate and set this for bison. So as they walk through, they'll get a little bit of grizzly, a little bit of bison. There we go. Now, of course, we will duplicate some donation bins, and we'll duplicate some garbage cans, just in case these people are way too lazy to walk on over. All right, so let's get our space set up. They have more than enough space. They need less snow. Interesting. A little less snow. All right, so what we can do then is we can place down a heater in just one little area. Let's place down a heater. Place it maybe in the corner here. We'll lower that range. Yeah, and I can't really see the range here. Let's move it over here. And then we'll set it to just above freezing. We'll set it to 7 degrees. So that should melt the surrounding snow there until we get a little bit more comfortable here. All right, heater, go ahead and start pumping out. Either that or it's going to take... Yeah, it's increasing the temperature there. Now we're starting to get a little bit less snow. 91, 90. All right, so let's move this then over here and increase the range up a bit. Hey, bronze medal.
Wow, good work on making such outstanding progress. I'll be honest, I was worried about the viability of building a zoo in this location, but you've completely vindicated my decision. You know, if it wasn't for the whole accidentally going missing and being declared dead part of founding the zoo, I'd call it a complete success.
All right, thank you, Bernie. We've got our bronze medal. Let's increase the range up to 18, let's say. Just sort of fine-tuning this so that the area of snow goes away. And there we go. Now we've got a good habitat here. They don't need any foliage. And to end the episode, we'll put down some things, if we can, for our American bison. All right, so we've got our large ball. We can plop that down. That's 100. Now we need feed. So here's a large barrel feeder. 20 out of 30, and we've got the grazing ball. And there's 30 out of 30. So that's 100% enrichment. We'll put down a water pipe. And we'll put down our food tray, or a food trough. And everything should be awesome there for a 98% American bison. That is what I like to see. And vet research is done as well. So that's going to be stage 1 grizzly bear. We've unlocked toy enrichment and a boost education and a fun fact. That's what I like to see. No education speakers overlapping, you say? Doesn't look like it, but I'll move it just to make you happy. All right, reward animals can be claimed. Well, crap. The male would fight for alpha status, and I don't know if we can release them into the wild. So that would be an interesting conundrum. We could always use the female, that's for sure. But putting in the male might not be too awful good. But Everything is looking okay. In the silver medal, we need to adopt and place 2 Arctic wolves. And that's a little bit tricksy. We'll go ahead and place them down. It's odd that it doesn't read these 2 Arctic. It's because they're Arctic, not timber. All right, that made my job a whole lot easier. Well, crap on a cracker. Do we have anything for the timber wolf? In fact, I think I even named it Timberwolf, didn't I? Did I name this Timberwolf? Yeah, I even named it Timberwolf. All right, so we can place down our Arctic wolf. That is all well and good. To start the next episode, looks like our Arctic wolf needs 2 to 8, which we've got, 12,000 feet. You know what? I kind of want to put them in there, but they just need a grade 2 fence, so this can be our wolf side. We can place the wolf enclosure right over here, sort of snake it around the backside, let people take a walk around and loop back. That's no biggie. So that will be that done. We can get them over 80%, no problem. We can start researching Arctic 3. That should increase our education rating. That will be our 6th habitat species in the zoo, and we're waiting on breeding. So that is all well and good. I think things are going along swimmingly. But that will do it for me in this episode, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.